So I've been selling cell phones for nearly 10 years now, and the number one thing I've heard for people not switching or upgrading to a newer phone is that they don't know how to use it. Now, you may be thinking this is probably an older crowd, not people our age. Actually, that's not the case. A lot of times it's people who are college age all the way up to, our grandmother's age. So today, I, Jody Pushkin, will be showing you how to use some phone basics. This particular phone is going to be the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, and I'll be just showing you a few tips and tricks to introduce you to a new platform. Now, this could help you if you're ever looking from maybe Apple to Android, the biggest debate right now, or maybe even an LG to a Samsung. So, starting with this right here is going to be a cell phone. You'll see a few features on it. Of course, you see the camera, the flash on the side. You have your home button, which you can think of your home button as if it's your ruby red slippers. Whenever you mess something up, hit your home button and it will go home. There's no place like home, right? So you have your power button here on the side and you have your volume keys. So when your phone is off, if you just press and hold the power button, it will start up. Of course, it's already started up now. So we'll start from 0. So either to power it on, either you press the power button here, or you press the home button here. Everybody get the home button? And voila, the screen comes on. Easy, right? So right now I have a lock screen. So when you swipe, you will see that the phone goes to my lock screen. In order to proceed to the next step, you must type in the passcode. I'm not going to show you. So type in the passcode. Now here you'll have your home screen. Now this may look familiar to some and not to others. Of course, Android platforms are always very similar, so it's a little bit different than your standard Android. It does have what's called an overlay on it. So when you have an Android platform plus an overlay, you get special applications that are only included in these certain types of phones. Like, so you'll get the Samsung Help application. And among other things, if it were to be, HTC, you would have HTC Sense applications. If you get so from the home screen, you'll see here. If you slide down, you'll see all your notifications. This will also at the top give you shortcuts to go to your Wi-Fi, sound, Bluetooth, power saving, and flashlight, and all your notifications are going to be in this space here. Now, if you don't want to see a notification anymore, it is as simple as swiping out that notification. All right, if you swipe back up, it'll send you back to your home screen. Now, let's say you swipe down and you forget, oh my gosh, how do I get out of this? I'm so lost right now. Ruby red slippers. You'll go right back home. All right, so moving on. Let's say, hey, you know what? I've got a bunch of applications and I want to be able to see them quickly and easily. So you can actually set up several different screens, as you see here. You can set them up with what's called your applications, or apps for short. So right now you see my home screen is pretty unorganized. If you want to move an application on screen, you press and you hold it and you're able to move it on the screen. If you want to get rid of it, you slide it up here to this remove shortcut. Or if you want to move it over to the next screen, you simply drag it over all the way to the edge and you'll see this switching screens. This is my Facebook application. So let's say we want to add an application that's not currently on the screen and not as a shortcut. So you'll see these little buttons here on the very bottom. It will say apps. So you click on apps, it's going to show you all your applications. As you see, I've got my kids mode in here, mom mode. If you press and hold your application, it will go to the screen that you were on previously and allows you to create a shortcut, set it wherever you like. Now, while apps are really cool and really useful, sometimes, we want something that does more. We want our alarm to be available. We want our clock that tells us the weather, which I so let's say we're going to delete that and we're going to re-add it. So how to re-add it? If you press and hold a blank spot on the screen, it's going to send you to one that has wallpapers, widgets, and screen grid. Widgets are similar to applications except for they are able to use their process from the home screen. So let's say we wanted to add a weather widget. So you're going to press and hold, hit your widgets, and you're going to scroll until you see the widget that you want to add. In this case, we're going to be adding the weather widget. There it is right there, so we're going to press and hold it. There's two different ways we could add the weather, but we're going to add this one. So touch a widget, you hold it, and then you drag it to the spot that you want. Pop that right in the middle, that tells my location, the weather, and now let's say we want to add a clock. Press and hold again. Go back to widgets, and we'll switch over until we see the one with the clock as well. Go ahead and add that one there. Alright, so now that's set up. We have, right here is a search tool, it's also a widget. So down here are going to be your main shortcuts. These are very important. These are where you can set your call screen, your messages. And you'll notice some of them are grouped in folders. Just like a computer, you could set your applications in a shortcut folder. Just like you would a desktop folder that allows you access to different programs on a computer. Alright, so now that we've got those basics down, we're going to look at putting your phone to sleep. So you see the little power button on the side? Click it once. It is asleep. That means, you know, no pocket dialing, none of that mess. So click it again, the screen's back on. And now you have what you call, before you get to your lock screen, these are actually your quick access menu. So from the quick access menu, you could access your camera. So that way if you want to take a quick snapshots, you have that available right then and there. Also, what's really nice about that as well, is you also have your calls, to where if you swipe it up, you can do an emergency dial to 911 without having to unlock a phone. So if you have a phone available but you don't know the passcode, you need to dial 911, it's right there on the quick access screen. So we'll go over next taking a picture. So remember the quick access. So we're not going to unlock it. We're going to go ahead and swipe up the camera. Now when taking a photo, the best way to do it is going to be to tap where you want the focus to go. And once you have the focus, you go ahead and click on camera. Now there's several different modes. If you look at the top, you have one that switches the camera to front facing mode. You also have one that allows your HDR to be turned on and off, different types of focusing and lenses. You also have your flash, the automatic, you know, flash every time, and settings, which allows you to change the screen resolution, and among other things. So a lot of options there. So we're going to go back to unlock the phone again. And this time, last but not least, we're going to shut the phone off. Press and hold. Power off. And we are done for the day. Alright, I hope that you guys enjoyed a very quick tutorial on some phone basics, and hopefully you learned something. I hope you have a great day, and thank you again for listening to me. Bye.